Happy after work story. Yes, it's Tuesday evening, 3/21/23. I hope you had a beautiful day. And let's see, what is this afternoon, early evening story? I don't pre-look at them. Piece by Piece. Okay. Words by Susan Tan and pictures by Justine Wong. Piece by Piece. Okay. Look at this. Nana, Emmy, and Dad. Oh, this is interesting. We have a teaser of what it's about. Okay. Emmy Wu loses her beloved blanket. Oh no. Made especially for her by her grandmother, Nana. On a trip to the Yin Yu Tang house at the Peabody Essex Museum. Looking high and low, she winds up on a magical journey of discovery and wonder. But will she find her blanket before it's too late? Okay. It's like a nice adventure. Beautiful illustration so far. So we have Nene, or Nana, Dad, and Emmy. Peabody Essex Museum. Oh my. Oh my goodness. We'll see if we can read this whole book. Well, let's look. There's Nana, there's Emmy, and Nana. Museums have always been a special place for Nana and me. This summer we visited a new one every week. Oh, I love museums too. Wow, very smart, Nana exclaimed when I recognized an artist's work by the way they swirled skies or dotted mountains. Follow me, Nana said when we found a painting that made us sigh. Together we danced the lines we saw, gliding elegantly, twisting squiggly, moving like bursts of paint. You'd think that wouldn't be allowed in a museum, but with Nana, anything is possible. So they're actually in the gallery doing all that. Look, I know at the Art Institute, those security guards and those galleries, they'd be like, none of that. Especially if you get too close. Those ropes, have the electronic monitors and the alarm will go off. Because we know that a lot of those pieces of paint, work, art, sculptures, pottery are worth millions of dollars. So, yeah, when I was a docent, they would not have allowed that. But let's see about this museum. Oh, okay. Later, we'd eat dumplings and draw our favorite paintings. Nana would open her special album, and we looked at photographs from when she was small. Now, Nana is back in China. That's where she lives. She says part of her home will always be with us, no matter how far away we are. But I'm not so sure. Okay. Home is in the heart. Look at this. Ooh, look at beautiful. Oh, my illustrations. Before she left, Nana made a blanket for me. Some squares are blue like a body of water or sky. Others hold scraps of our precious things. A corner of Nana's apron, my baby jacket, a sweater scented with her perfume. We stitched it together one memory at a time, piece by piece. I bring it with me everywhere. That's her cape. Like a superhero. Oh, a needle. Yeah, I was using a needle and thread yesterday. And it was the tiniest hole I've ever seen. But I was able to get the thread through the loop. So, hey, my eyes are still, Even places I don't want to be, like this museum. Wait a minute. I bring it with me everywhere. Even places I don't want to be, like this museum. She doesn't want to be there. Dad says there's something special here. He can't wait for me to see it. But how do I explain that without Nana? It's like I have a missing piece. I have our precious things and memories, but those aren't the same as having her. Yeah, she wants her there. So I decide not to listen, since no museum can be the same without her. I sulk instead of eating my cookie in the cafe, though I eat it when he isn't looking, because, cookies are good. Oh, she was really close to her grandmother. But don't you think her grandmother will want her to have a good time even if she's not there? Come on, girl. Get it together. Let's not have tantrums. When I finally get up, I realize, oh no, my blanket, it's gone. I have to find it. We'll keep an eye out, a woman with bright glasses reassures me. You go enjoy the museum in the meantime. Oh, she's really sad, Emmy. She's like, where is the blanket from Nana? Oh no. Don't you hate when you lose something? But how can I? I have no Nana, no dancing, and now no blanket. Oh, look at that. She's so much fun. It's like nothing is the same since Nana left. I won't enjoy the museum no matter what anyone says. I stop suddenly. In front of me is a wall, smooth and white. We're standing in the courtyard of a house like the one where Nana lived as a little girl. This house came all the way from China. My dad takes my hand. Want to go in? What do you think she said? Well, let's look. The house is 2 stories high. Standing in the courtyard, I can feel the warm sun, excuse me, on my face. I see a flash of blue in the blue room ahead. Excuse me. My blanket. But it's only a scrap of cloth nestled in a basket. Everything here is from the house or nearby communities, my dad explains. The sewing kit is simple, just like Nana's. Excuse me. I imagine brushing my hand over the cloth. I hear the snipping of scissors and the laughter of women as they stitch. Startled, I jump away. I trail my dad. I'm not going to be interested in anything I see, but from a doorway, another bloom of blue catches my eye. It's a curtain, not my blanket. I bend in close and I hear padded feet and Nana pretending she can't find her grandchildren and puzzling loudly. But the giggles tell me they're under the bed. In the folds of the curtain, I see the games Nana and I used to play. I feel sad and I turn away. Yeah, but we know that they're always in our hearts, right? I see more blue in the kitchen and race inside. It's just a dishcloth, but it reminds me of Nana's apron. I feel the warmth of the wood fire stove and smell chili peppers sizzling. Outside, children's feet run by and women's voices yell out, "Shh, not in front of the kitchen, God." Nana had that rule too. You couldn't say anything bad in the kitchen. I always wondered why. I want to ask my dad about it, but I remember I don't want to talk about Nana. So I asked, can we make dumplings later? Of course, he says and smiles. They're my favorite. Really, my eyes are wide. Mine too. Ooh. So, something happy's gonna happen. Upstairs, a flash of blue brings me to the reception room. A space for worship, my dad tells me. The blue and white pile on the floor isn't my blanket. It's a jumble of porcelain fragments, broken and cracked. The porcelain Nana used every day was just like this, repaired and re-glued again and again, piece by tiny piece. Because it's well loved, I say. Well, that's what Nana always says. It's beautiful. Ooh, look at this. This wallpaper came from miles away from Europe. And then Shanghai, my dad points out in an upstairs bedroom. This would have been a very special room decorated with care for a newly married couple. I breathe in the scent of faraway blooms, the ones the wife who lived here put on her shelf. This room would have been Nana's favorite if she had lived here. We used to pick wildflowers together, building our bouquets one bright dot of color at a time. It's beautiful, isn't it? Looking out from the second floor, the only blue I see is a shirt hanging out to dry. But I walk to the balcony and look out over the railing. All the same, I see and hear a house that's full. It must have been beautiful during Chinese New Year, my dad says. It's Nana's favorite holiday. Mine too, we say at the same time and we grin. Nana used to tell me how the holiday started off with new clothes, delicious food, and fireworks popping. Below me, the celebration unfurls like a ribbon, piece by dancing piece. You see her? Okay. Happy, happy. Oh, wow. Look at this. Ooh. Celebration. Cultural celebration. Did the house really come all the way from China, I asked? Like you and Nana? Like me and Nana, he nods. Do you miss it? Sometimes, he says. But that's okay. Missing means you love something. It must have been hard, I reply finally. Bringing the house over, I mean. I think so. They took it apart and put it together like a puzzle, piece by piece. And it fit back together, I ask? Yes, after all that time and travel, it fit perfectly. How about that? Look at this beautiful blue and white. Downstairs, we peer inside a corner room. These rooms were for the older members of the family, each Nana and Yeye. A padded jacket rests on a chair as though someone just left it there. It's just like the coat Nana wears. The same blue I looked for when I follow her through a sea of paintings. The feeling I get isn't just the past anymore, but now, a powerful feeling of missing. But that's okay. Because they're always with you. Outside, wooden screens coil over windows. I walk in twisting lattice shapes, sliding my feet in their patterns. I think of Nana and her stories of brave girls and dragons that become rivers, stories of adventure and magic, and also when she was little in a house like this one. I wonder if my dad knows them too. We should tell them. I don't know about the magic stuff. Behind us, a fish splashes in the pool. My questions bubble up, and this time I ask them. The water was here for safety, the smiling security guard says, in case of fires. Wow! I throw my arms wide, open like the pool's. Very smart. I feel the sun shining down on me, and my smile beams the open sky. I twirl like the dragons on the window screens, winding and free. I soar like the sparrows in the courtyard. Leaping up to peer over the edge of the pool, I think of Nana and anything's possible. Absolutely anything's possible. So when I turn to wave goodbye to the fish, I'm surprised, but not too surprised, when I see a flash of blue. My blanket! How did we miss that? My dad scratches his chin. My finger traces the precious things my Nana and I share, old and new. The air changes, first one drop, then another. Rain falls in the open courtyard. The house fills with the warm smell of wood and water and home. Refreshing, right? Like spring rain, second day of spring. I turn to my dad. Follow me, I say. No matter how far apart, we fit like a house, put back together like squares stitched into a blanket. Like a perfect puzzle. Piece by piece. My dad and I hold my blanket around us like a clear blue sky, like pooling water like my Nana's arms. And together we fill the house with our dance.